События дня в настоящем времени из Праги.
Current Time launched in record time, just 6 weeks after the project got the green light. UN Ambassador Samantha Power called the program a reality check against all of the Russian government's propaganda on the airwaves. One example, Current Time's coverage of the fight for the strategic Ukrainian town of Debaltseve provided a balanced perspective not found on Russian networks. The reaction from Russian Federation media to some honest competition was almost immediate.
О политике и не только латвийскому зрителю теперь будут рассказывать в новой ежедневной программе «Настоящее время». Эфир на русском языке из двух студий, одна в Вашингтоне, другая в Праге. Большая часть программы о событиях на Украине.
A few months ago, Russia's Channel One reported that Baltic affiliates were dropping Russian state programming and adding Current Time to their schedules. One analyst complained that Russia's, quote, alternative point of view was being lost. It was the best 3-minute promo we could have asked for. Current Time got more free advertising on Russia's first channel when the BBG's budget was announced. The focus was on Digim, our new initiative for news and information in Russian in the social media space. And in May 2015, the weekly Russian news program Vesti Nedeli showed that both Current Time and RFVRL are clearly hitting nerves. The program rolled out rhetoric typical in Russian media these days, the fascist smear.
В том, что центр пропагандистской работы будет размещен именно в Праге, нет ничего необычного. Первоначально станция называлась «Освобождение», так же, как и созданный нацистами Пражский комитет освобождения народов России.
In Ukraine, the Kiev Bureau is producing 6 half-hour video programs, including for the first public TV channel. Reverberations continue following a March report by the investigative program Schemes. It shined a light on a regional governor accused of using his political ties to enhance his business empire. A Ukrainian service journalist asked the oligarch why he had led a group of armed, masked men into the headquarters of a state oil company. The response? An expletive-filled rant against the journalist and RFVRL. Days later, Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko demanded an apology and then fired the governor. At the same time, Poroshenko also ordered private militias, like the one controlled by the oligarch, to be integrated into the Ukrainian military. In Azerbaijan, our contributor Khadija Ismailova was arrested following her extensive reporting on corruption connected to the president's family. While in jail, where she remains to this day, it was announced that she would receive the Swedish Press Club's Anna Politkovskaya Award for reporting on corruption. In May, she received a prestigious Media Freedom Award from the PEN American Center. Shortly after Khadija's arrest, Azerbaijani authorities raided and shut down RFVRL's Baku bureau. Current and former bureau staff have been continuously harassed, threatened, and interrogated by authorities. In Russia, the memorial and subsequent march for slain opposition leader Boris Nemtsov was covered live by RFVRL's Russian service for 3 days. The reporting brought more than 8.5 million visitors to the Radio Svoboda website.
With President Putin overseeing the investigation, they're doing...
In the United States, The Daily Show with Jon Stewart highlighted RFVRL's exclusive video of workers hosing Nemtsov's blood off the street shortly after the killing. A crime which remains unsolved.
Because in Moscow, apparently CSI stands for Clean Sidewalks Immediately.
Under the Black Flag, RFVRL's in-depth blog on Islamic State militants was launched in October. Since its launch, it's averaged more than 100,000 page views per month.
Some estimates say up to 500 people have traveled from Osh, in the heart of the Fergana Valley, to fight in Syria.
The recruitment side of the IS equation has been covered extensively by RFVRL's Central Asian bureaus, from the fighters leaving Uzbekistan for Syria to the heartbroken families left behind. In Afghanistan, where RFVRL's share of the radio audience is 44% of the population, a Kabul bureau journalist captured exclusive video of a mob beating a woman to death. The woman, a 27-year-old named Farhunda, was falsely accused of burning a Quran. More than 1 million Facebook followers viewed the video. RFVRL's Radio Free Afghanistan and Radio Mashal followed up with coverage of demonstrations and also provided an important platform for human rights and civil society activists to continue discussions on women's issues. In Uzbekistan, in absence of a transparent and fair election, presidential candidates were invited to campaign instead on an RFVRL social media page. Tens of thousands engaged and more than 5,000 people voted, virtually that is. And finally, fun viral videos can pull in vast new audiences for RFVRL, as we saw in April. The Ukrainian service captured exclusive scenes of a fox building a triple-decker ham sandwich near Chernobyl, and it exploded across the internet. Within a few days, the fox scored millions of views on a wide variety of platforms. The video by itself was certainly on the lighter side, but it was part of a broader, more serious report about the current environment around Chernobyl and helped it draw greater attention.